Many people are mean, trying to find gifts. Others are so stressed because they don't have the finances to do Christmas in the way the commercial world has told us it's supposed to be. I hate Christmas, but try to participate because my family loves it.
And it's part of being different. It's like people hanging a Christmas tree upside down.
Ugly sweaters are not ugly.
Ugly sweaters are ugly. It's the reason why they're called ugly sweaters. It's because they're really ugly.
Omar is not a fan. There are too many food holidays too close together. Let me rest, please. I have neither the willpower for this nor the desire to see certain relatives when I just saw them the month prior.
So I get that those trees are striking, but they're not home. And Christmas is home. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Munch Corner.
Ho, ho, ho.
And we're still in the Christmas season, which we absolutely still love completely. I'm Omar, one of your hosts, and this is my absolutely stunning and beautiful wife, Savannah.
Thank you.
And she's got the best Christmas colors. I get the nice cozy colors.
We are the definition of polar opposites today. Omar has coffee. I have matcha.
Yeah, so we'll give a little
He's
plug
wearing
to...
dull. I'm wearing bright.
Yes. So I'll be bright in personality, and Savannah will always be a shining star. So that'll be very easy.
That's very nice.
And then we do have just a small plug. We love Bodhi Leaf, and so we decided to just bring home our drinks this time. So we wanted to be very transparent to our audience and show that we do appreciate different drinks, not necessarily in a cup. So,
all right. Well, make sure you have your wits about you because we're now going to be nice and controversial.
Okay. So I like this. What are we covering today?
We're doing hot takes. Okay, so you're going to either love what we're saying or you're going to hate what we're saying.
And this is the fun part about hot takes. You get this very strong reaction from most people.
Hot takes.
Well, so could it be any other at this time of year?
Okay, so you either love something or you hate something during Christmas time. I don't know that there's an in-betweener.
Oh, okay. This makes it even more interesting. There's not this little gray in between.
Nice plug. But no, if you've got other Christmas hot takes, put it in the description.
Oh, we would love to. We'd love to debate more things out there, just for fun.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's start with the banger because this is wild.
Okay.
I like the build up to Christmas more than the actual day of Christmas.
Oh my gosh. I can understand that because you definitely
feel child, I can understand
the anticipation
and the anticipation leading up to Christmas because everyone else around you is the ones planning for Christmas as a child, not you. Well,
but also keep in mind as a child, your horizon's so much shorter, right? I mean, so the idea of Christmas comes much closer to the day of. And then the big explosion of Christmas occurs obviously very early in the morning on Christmas Day.
It depends on how much you're doing on Christmas Day, honestly.
Yeah.
If the building up to it and the planning of it and the setting up of it is probably more fun, then you probably have a very busy Christmas Day.
I like the in-between. So I know, again, I'm not trying to be with the gray.
I like a bit of the build-up and the...
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, it's the day itself is absolutely beautiful to be treasured. But there is something fun about anticipating, right? I mean, and so at least the way I would do it, and I think the way Savannah and I are definitely enjoying it, is the idea of doing things that are Christmas related all the way through the month. So that could be something as simple as we're baking a great dessert, which is kind of my department. I love doing that, and that's the build-up. Or it could be watching Christmas movies, or it could be a nice fireplace, or it could be taking little guy out for, his own little Christmas tour of lights or something like that. That's a build-up, and I think as he gets a bit older, he's going to really enjoy this part of the month.
I love the build-up in the sense of thinking about it for the kids. So this time around, our son is old enough that he can actually enjoy it a little bit more.
Yeah, and for the audience out there, just so you know, Savannah is very, very driven and creative for the kids. So Christmas is another opportunity for her. I, on the other hand, am very driven and creative for her. So this is my opportunity to also do the same thing.
The circle of life in the
circle, the circle of life. So we love both, and I'm hoping everyone kind of does a little bit too. But I get the idea that the anticipation versus the actual pressures of the day. So we definitely recommend take it easy, enjoy the day because
Hmm.
that day is absolutely beautiful.
Okay, so next one. The color blue does not need to be in Christmas decorations at all.
Oh, I mean
What
that,
you got against the blue?
and
Really?
we have blue right now on our tree. So
And I
uh,
love blue. It's my favorite color.
I I'm gonna unfortunately have to disagree with this person. And the reason I'll say this is because there's something beautiful about the shades of blue, which you can see in our tree, but it doesn't negate the other colors. But the blue sort of brings about the idea of icicles and the idea of
I feel like
snow. And
it breaks the green and the red nicely. If you have
it
green and
it
red
really does.
going, then blue is such a nice complementary color to them as well.
And then if you're like me, I like the Nightmare Before Christmas, so that means you've just introduced purple, a brand new color that shouldn't be there at all.
Hmm.
And I love that part. It's not meant to be controversial. I do love.
I
Yeah.
think it's going to be
Okay,
controversial.
it's controversial. I love the Nightmare
Tell
Before
us if you
Christmas.
like purple in your
So,
Christmas
and
decorations.
orange, because really that both of them would be in that kind of a tree.
Well, that's where the fall tied into Halloween is
Well,
really
that's
blending
the
into
reason why I love it
Christmas.
because you can
Hmm.
blend both amazing holidays together and just enjoy them. And for me, I love Halloween, and Halloween just transitions into Christmas. Although for Savannah, we always have a traditional tree because the traditional tree has its very beautiful parts as well.
It does. And don't go against blue because our setup is actually really blue.
Yeah, no, it is. And I was thinking about how actually really nice it is because it does provide that frosty feel that
Mm-hmm.
Christmas should be.
It does.
So if you're sitting in a place where it's really warm, like palm trees in Florida or sometimes Southern California, you may find that you're still wearing shorts, but it just doesn't quite feel
The
right.
the
It feels like it
blue
should be
the blue
cooler.
does add a cooler
It does.
effect. Okay.
All right. That
So
wasn't too bad, but that was a good one.
uh-huh. So peppermint flavored things are wonderful, but peppermint scented are awful.
I would have never thought about that one.
I
Because
I don't mind the
peppermint
scent of peppermint
is.
and the taste
Yeah,
of
I mean, like
peppermint.
candy canes, I
Yeah.
mean, like for example, if I'm baking, I would do like brownies and you'd put a frosting on it, but then you'd crush peppermint candy canes and you
Hmm.
sprinkle it, and it just adds that extra
Oh,
flavor.
it's just fresh
It's
though.
just very
It's
fresh
very
and it's
refreshing.
got that nice little sweetness to it. I guess I'm not really into candles as much, although I do appreciate different scents in a candle. I don't know that I would turn around and say that
But
it's
you can
not.
have the smell of peppermint in say now a mouth spray or a
Yeah,
lip
not
balm.
something I would have thought about. But yes, I guess you're right. You could definitely do
Hmm.
it. I don't know how controversial that is, but it's funny. I've never even thought about it one way or the other. I don't know if a lot of people have it. There's definitely someone out there that's very adamantly thinking about it.
I like both honestly.
Now you're
I need to be in the mood for it
now
though.
now you're wearing the gray. It's like the in between.
Yeah, sometimes. So this is tying directly into this one. Hot chocolate sucks. Because obviously when it's colder, we drink more warm drinks than hot
All
chocolate. I
right,
love hot
so
chocolate.
yeah, hot chocolate can't suck. I'm sorry. This is like one of those things that just automatically puts yourself in kind of the mood. Anywhere, well, I wouldn't say anywhere in the world, but anywhere in the world that Christmas is I think a very important holiday. So I think we've seen it in Europe and we definitely see it here. Canada would be the same way, and I'm going to assume Australia's down under, so they're a little different. Their Christmases are definitely warm because they're in a different hemisphere. But hot chocolate with a peppermint stick and marshmallows.
But real hot chocolate.
Real hot chocolate. No, no, we're not
Yes.
talking about not real
So
hot
if you
chocolate.
actually melt chocolate and you obviously blend in the milk, it's like, oh, absolute
So we
heaven.
we have a couple different versions that we run in our house that I have made it literally from scratch. I mean, so this is literally taking chocolate with milk and it's all gets blended together. It is a heavier hot chocolate.
Hmm.
And then there's the kind that you get really the exceptional cocoa powder, and then you start really kind of
I think
doctoring it
both
up.
are nice,
And they're
depending on
both
how much of a chocolate you want.
right. And I think your sweet tooth will drive it. But you can't disassociate hot chocolate. And of course, it comes down to cold climates again. So you're back to that. But it isn't the
It's
only
just
drink.
so different from eating a piece of chocolate and then your warm drinks is tea, coffee, And really, you're different. You get your black teas as well, but chocolate is just like on a completely different spectrum.
Yeah.
So the hot chocolate is just such
So
a nice change from everything else.
it is, and it starts being offered in most coffee places. I mean, so if you think about it, we want to do something fun for a little guy. Even though we may not have the hot chocolates, I may opt for coffee, but I would change for the season. No different than I think I would have like mulled wine or hot cider for the fall. I mean, these are each to me.
I like
It's
variety.
the essence of bringing the taste of Christmas to me. Has always been hot chocolate. It's hard to look at hot chocolate and say I'm going to have that for Thanksgiving,
If
but you could, I suppose. But for Christmas, oh,
But if you're someone that doesn't like chocolate, then hot chocolate will inevitably suck. But let's move on.
well, hold on. Do you think there are people out there that don't like chocolate?
Oh, of
Is that a
course.
possibility?
I know. They're very strange
Oh,
people.
very strange, I guess.
Sorry if I called you out.
Yeah, we are kidding though.
Cocoa is very strong. If you don't like the taste,
we
you
do
don't
understand
like the taste.
that, but in all facetiousness, we're just kind of be having a little fun with this one.
So turkey does not belong in Christmas.
Sadly, I'm going to have to disagree because just as we were doing kind of our interesting facts you never knew about Christmas, turkey is the number one choice over Thanksgiving. It is served at Christmas more than
I never would have thought
than it
about
is
that
at.
though. Just because you have a designated holiday that they love having turkey, so why make it the big thing for Christmas? I guess it's an easier meal to serve to a bigger crowd of people.
I mean,
You
yeah,
got
the
me.
answer is yes, you can serve a bigger crowd of people, but turkeys are not easy to make, especially a good one. And there's always the challenge of making it dry, right? I mean, so getting a successful turkey is actually not a small feat for those who are chefs out there. And when you have it, it's actually really, really good. But I think it just seems to be more associated with Christmas. I know we hear like the Christmas ham, which you'd think maybe ham would be the leading, kind of centerpiece, but
I feel like that's very American as well. Ham.
it probably is.
Mhm.
I'm curious because I know that my mom, who lives in Europe, they don't really. I mean, they celebrate Christmas obviously over there, but every country has their own traditions. But the turkey idea is very U.S. It's not because I don't think turkey is necessarily as available or as desirable other places.
If you don't cook it right, it doesn't taste good. I've had very dry turkey.
Well, so long as it's not a turducky, I think that's the part that we want. You know what that is, right?
No.
Oh, this is the sweetness of Savannah. She hasn't seen some of these strange things that sometimes the United States does. It's basically taking a turkey and putting a duck on the inside.
Oh, you've mentioned this.
So
That's weird.
I have to admit that is a little odd on my side. Although,
Shh.
but
Block its ears.
we're going to block its little ears. Yes,
Our little duck.
our little duck. We won't do that. But I hate to break it to whoever feels that it should not be there.
That is weird.
That is not the way the statistics go. Turkey's there, so whatever you choose, they're both very traditional.
So we all love entertainment during the Christmas holidays. Everyone has a favorite movie.
Okay.
But have we all agreed that Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
I think it's Die Hard with a vengeance. Next or third one. So I've seen them all. I really love the series. I think at the time when it came out, it was just Bruce Willis did an amazing job in kind of bringing that character to life. But I think it is a guy's Christmas movie because all the
So
other.
you would classify it as a Christmas movie?
Yeah, actually, I would. So, I mean, not against anything. So, put it this way: if we get to choose a movie between Savannah and myself,
He's picking the action. I'm picking the love story.
She's picking the love story,
Obviously.
but it is a love story, kind of,
No.
with a lot of action.
Yes, I think the action is the main theme.
I think considering you have a whole month to enjoy Christmas movies, I think we can trade back and forth. I don't know that I would necessarily watch it as a traditional Christmas movie. There's so many other ones. There's kids versions. There's obviously the old classics that are really nice. But Die Hard is funny because of the setting and everything that happens, and it seems to always be winter-ish where it's happening. It actually does kind of fit that way for kind of the guys out there. And I think if
it's nice for to be designated movies for those who love a little bit more than just a romance.
Right. And so,
And
and there are so many other ones like The Night Before Christmas or Merry Christmas, like you're getting married. There's like so many Hallmark movies that are Christmas driven.
yes, they're
This is
catering
almost
for
like
everyone.
this is
There's
like the
nothing wrong with
anti
them.
version. So my suggestion to our wonderful audience out there is, since you're going to be sharing movies that are Christmas related with your loved ones, split it up. Give the guys a, a Die Hard night, and then make sure that you're happy
You
watching
know
the
what you
romantic
should do, and
movies.
this is maybe a tradition we'll end up doing with the kids.
What's that?
We all have a Christmas movie in mind, so you write it on a piece of paper and you put it in a bowl. Or
Oh, I
we
like that.
each write like 2 Christmas movies, each on their own paper, and then each night a different person draws one, and
Okay,
that's what we're watching.
there's a danger to that, and I'll tell you the story. This is my sister and I growing up together.
Hmm.
So this is not directly related to Christmas, but directly related to choices. So my sister and I at a time had a choice. We were living overseas, so just give kind of that context. It wasn't anywhere near everything
Oh
available.
no.
You know what I'm going to say?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's
Okay. So you're
so
sharing it with our
yeah. We're
audience.
sharing it with you guys. A little story from my side of the family. So we were given the option to listen to the soundtrack. So this is before. I'll rephrase this. Did not have access to like movies, and TV was very limited, just because it was a place that just didn't have it. So I mean, that was really what it was. So my mom was always fantastic with us, and we would get a choice of what we could listen to. And so we had soundtracks that we could listen to. They were in record form. I know those are vinyl is new again, but this was when vinyl wasn't new. It was just the way to do things. And so every night I got a choice, or every other night I had a choice, and my sister had the other choice.
Hmm.
And what she ended up doing is she had one choice that she played over and over and over
She
again.
didn't change or
She did not
alternate.
want to change. So, and again, in all fairness, she did have a few variations, but they revolved around The Sound of Music and Oklahoma. And both of them were musicals, which is kind of why I'm not as fond of musicals, I think, anymore.
Uh-oh, that's another
Be
hot take.
because I think I was so traumatized as a child.
You listen to it too
I will
much.
I
You'll
will
get
listen to
tired
it,
of
and
it.
so I picked different ones because I wanted the variety, and we had variety, so it wasn't like it was
Hmm.
without it, but
I
I
think that's a fair way for families to go about.
I can imagine what's gonna happen, so you know what's gonna happen with the little guy or, Aurelia.
Right.
Once they get to be a certain age, we'll be watching Frozen over and over and over
We're
again.
singing the same songs over and over right now.
And do you sing them in your sleep?
Yes, I do. I
Which is
just
very
told you
sad,
that
isn't it?
today. I just told you that today.
So for those parents out there that will know every single line in a children's movie, we're expecting to go down that path.
Parents unite, because you know what, we tolerate a lot. So it's like if you sing the same song over and over again, if you need to keep your child awake to get to the house so they can have a proper nap, you bet I'll sing that song 1,000 times if that's what it takes.
Yeah, and that does happen more often than we'd like to admit.
Yes, he says that because he gets to drive and I get to be the one to try
She
keep
is
him
so
awake.
good at it, though.
When I drive and enjoy the
And
drive, you can
and
keep
and
him
just
awake.
our prediction here for the future, just since we're really encouraging people to have a variety of different choices, you and I know that we're going to be watching the children's version of everything
Well,
for
that's
the,
fine. I love
for
children's
the many
movies.
years to come. So
Hmm.
so the idea of having a Die Hard Christmas for me, yeah,
It's
that
very far out.
it's
Or
very
you
far
and
out.
I can do it together when they're asleep. I promise.
Okay, all right, thank you.
I'll give in. All right. So
By the way, don't you see how sweet she is? She does give me these things, and I recognize, and I'm very grateful.
we
We
compromise.
compromise.
We can compromise. Okay. So single themed trees with one color. Yes or no?
No.
We need spice.
We need spice,
Yes.
and I feel like those single trees tend to be very.
Dull.
No, it's not the word I'd use. It's I think I want to say commercial, and I don't like commercial Christmas. I think
You
for
know the
me,
term I would use? Probably boring. Just
well,
because you can have such beautiful things that's the same color on a tree, but I almost feel like the room to play with colors complementing each other is just
e-
completely lost.
and I think there's a beauty in having unique ornaments as well, which obviously have more color. But I will tell you, the most places that I've seen the monochromatic trees, so just one color, tends to be a commercial setting. It would be a retail store. It would be
Mm-hmm.
a hotel.
I've seen that
Um,
too. They'll have like a
and
big
it
tree in a mall and it's one
and it's part
color.
of being different. It's like people hanging a Christmas tree upside down. I mean, I'm like, okay, that's just another different way of trying to sort of shine it. But
We
there's a
like a
beautiful,
colorful tree.
colorful tree, even if it's a themed set of colors, because the unique ornaments really bring it. But I think you lose the other part. It just becomes a museum piece. And Christmas isn't about that. I think Christmas
Mm.
is about warmth and love and looking at unique ornaments. And I mean, when you look at things you want to, it's about memories of being together. And
As
how do you
we've
do that?
traveled,
And you
we've
travel.
we've picked up different ornaments over the world, and how amazing is that to add it to the tree?
It does because
Mm.
I mean, even if our tree has a little more of a, like, let's say it has white lights, it doesn't always have to have that, but let's say it does rather than the colored lights. Those unique ornaments bring back memories. And
Mhm.
that's what this is about. It's about sharing memories with those that you love.
It's definitely not about it being just aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
Yeah.
Just it is a combination of memories you've collected over the years.
I get that those trees are striking, but they're not home.
Mm,
And Christmas is home.
I agree. So I'm gonna just completely disagree with this one. I know I haven't read it
Well,
yet.
can I join in it or that, or am I going to have to wait?
Sure, 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 sure.
Okay. All
Let
right.
me join you
Because I
guys
don't know
in.
what she's going to
Let me
say.
join you
So,
guys in.
yeah.
Eggnog is disgusting.
Okay. Go ahead and disagree with
Yeah, I do disagree.
that.
I think we mentioned this in a previous
Yeah. So we
podcast.
mentioned one of the, in one of our, on our prior
Christmas
episodes,
past. Yeah.
was the Christmas you didn't know. Where did eggnog come from?
Hmm.
And look, I can kind of understand if you start
The
looking
concept of it sounds disgusting
it.
because that's where I was when I didn't know exactly what it tasted like. The idea of basically drinking egg and not necessarily knowing exactly how it's prepared, that kind of makes me squeamish a little bit. But then you
I
actually have it and com you combine it with different things. It's actually really good.
Well, it is a sweet drink. It's a creamy drink. It's also, there's the non-child's version, obviously, that would tend to have something like a little bit of rum in it or something like that. That would
Hmm.
spice it up. I mean, it's not that meant to be that strong, although I guess you can spike it if you really want to. But it adds the Christmas spices to it, and particularly cinnamon and
Like a
nutmeg. Yeah,
pumpkin spice.
well, like a cinnamon and nutmeg. I mean, yes, that's obviously used with pumpkin quite a bit, but and I think it is magical. So it is an alternative to, for example, to hot chocolate.
Honestly, I don't know that I heard very much about eggnog when I was a child in South Africa.
I think
Is it a me-
it's not.
What was the history on it again?
It
Yeah,
came from medieval times in Europe, and particularly came
I
from.
don't know that South Africa adopted it that much.
Well, this is the odd part is, South Africa is a very interesting country in general, and it has a lot of Dutch and English roots. I mean, so that's kind of the history of the country.
Mm-hmm.
In its current form, and then of course you have the native cultures that are there as well. But when we're talking about these old traditions, they would come from the European side. But it's amazing to me from the outside, since I have a very strong European tie as well, that there's selective pieces that come down to South Africa. And I would have thought something like eggnog, which has an English side to it.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
No, I
Because
don't.
I mean, the
I think you
adults
were.
drink the eggnog, kids
Well,
don't.
yeah, and it's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Although kids can enjoy it as well, because the drink doesn't have to be alcoholic. It's a nice flavor add to me, and I would do it. But if you ask me how many times a year would I actually have it, I would home make it because I think the ingredients are better. Although you can buy it commercially available at the stores, and it's flavored in ice cream and a whole bunch of other things that you can actually have an eggnog flavor. But I have it once a year, and it really is typically on, could be Christmas Day.
Well, we should give people a challenge. If you haven't tried eggnog and you've been kind of fighting with the idea of it, just try it. Because I mean,
Um,
I was fighting against it, and then eventually when I tried it, it's actually really tasty.
And so the same advice I would give, and I've sort of corrupted Savannah's palate over the period of time. If you're going to try it, try good eggnog. Don't go try something that's just so massively commercially produced. Try to find something that actually is really actually well made. Really
Hmm.
natural ingredients and things like that. And you might be surprised that you might enjoy it. And then the other thing is, if you really are not so like sold on drinking it because it is a thicker, creamier thing, get the ice cream. Get the flavor, you'll get a chance to try it out. So
All right. Ugly sweaters are not ugly.
ugly sweaters are ugly. It's the reason why they're
Omar.
called ugly sweaters. It's because they're really ugly.
Omar is not a fan.
I am not a fan. I know there's a little fun tradition of seeing those that they're out there. My mom is a fan. This is where we will have our Christmas argument about I'm wearing my ugly sweater. Would you like to have one? It's like, no, pass. I never want to see one. And they're so purposefully made to be
Ugly?
garish and ugly, yes. And I don't, I mean, it's like turning around and saying, well, an ugly duckling is really cute. Yeah, you can't do that with a sweater. It's still ugly.
Mhm.
I don't know. I
I
don't care how
feel
you stitch it, what colors you put
the
to it.
term, honestly, I feel like the term ugly is a little bit harsh. They're too much. They're too busy.
No, it's not harsh. It's actually pretty accurate.
Oh,
They are ugly.
to me, the constant theme with the so-called labeled ugly sweater. It's too busy. You have too much going on. There's not enough. Um, there's not enough. Just lesser detail that you can focus on because
It
it's
is.
overwhelming.
Well, it's meant to be overwhelming and it's meant to be cartoonish and it's
Like,
meant to be
very eye-catching.
very eye-catching. I mean, do you remember when you and Savannah and I enjoy watching the Great British Baking Show because we're just funny characters there. But you'll find during the holiday season if there's something there, the co-hosts, not Prue and Paul, tend one of
The
them
Great British Baking Show.
one of them tends to wear the ugly sweaters year round.
Very shocking.
Very, and so and I get it's a style, and I've got some people
Some
at work
people
that
just really like striking clothing.
well, I mean, I've got some people at work that thrive off of this. I mean, so for them,
Mm.
it's like an opportunity to bring those sweaters out once a year, and then there's a collection of them, and then a little competition. Who has the ugliest
I
sweater?
must say, before meeting Omar, I wore color, but I still very much didn't lean into certain colors, but I have now because Omar got to the point where he like bought my clothes for me because you
I
enjoy shopping for
so
me.
hint hint. This was back to the idea that she loves taking care of the kids and their clothes, and I love taking care of her.
Now I finally understand it. I love buying clothes for the kids. Omar loves buying clothes for me. So there's certain colors Omar's bought me that I wouldn't necessarily get for myself, but now I absolutely love. So
Yeah.
definitely get out of your comfort zone. If you don't like ugly sweaters, you don't like ugly sweaters. All right. So this
I
is
don't like ugly sweaters.
so this is like from a BuzzFeed.
Okay.
We
What do
have some longer hot takes with explanations. So there are too many food holidays too close together. Let me rest, please. I have neither the willpower for this nor the desire to see certain relatives when I just saw them the month prior.
That's a very
They-
different question, right? This is the relative question, not the food question.
So
You can wrap
the
it around with
problem
food.
is holidays become too stressful if you overwhelm yourself with activities, with family, gatherings. Then at that point, the fun is completely sucked out of it.
Yeah, and just in all fairness to all those people that overdo it for Thanksgiving, you got a whole month before Christmas, so you can do it if you really needed to.
And we just had
So,
one of our friendly baristas tell us that they made Thanksgiving a couple days.
yeah,
And that's
no,
like really hard. I mean, again, all the prep work and everything for
Yeah.
different families. Have everyone chip in to the point where nothing is stressful. Obviously, you're hosting in one home.
this is the hard part because and so our friend at Bodie was this who explained this to us was, and it's not unique to her family arrangement. The minute you get married,
Sorry, everyone. It's
that's like the
it's
clinking,
my iced
clinking.
matcha.
The minute you start having merged families, right, or blended
Mhm.
families in there, then all of a sudden now you've got I want my day
Different traditions.
and different
Mhm.
traditions, and then you're finding like if we were in a position where your family was here and then my family was here, there would be this combination of would they all be together or would we have to go to two different events? You know, and I think that's what I think happens a lot. So I think that becomes a bit
Can
overwhelming.
I will suggest a solution
Oh, I like this. Okay. Go ahead.
because this is what I did as a child, or at least the agreement my parents were on, alternating who gets what every year. So
Yeah, that's a pretty good
your side
compromise.
of the family gets us this year for Christmas. The other side, my side of the family, would get us this year for Thanksgiving, and then you
Yeah.
swap.
So here's the better way
Doesn't mean you can't see them.
that actually works even better here
Hmm.
because you have Thanksgiving and Christmas within a very short distance or time of each other. Then
Make it
following
one.
what you're doing is you would have this year you go to your parents' Thanksgiving, and then this year is my parents' Christmas, and then the next year they flop it around.
But that's what I said. You
Right.
alternate
But
it.
if you're in South Africa, you only get one holiday. You got to wait another year. You can actually
Hmm.
do the rotation within a single year and actually share
I
the
find
family thing.
I find that being able to compromise in the sense of everyone gets their chance of being together, but we do need to give and take a little bit more and not expect too much in such a close proximity of time, especially in America with having Thanksgiving and Christmas so
So
close together.
the hard part is almost every holiday that we have revolves, and I'm not going to say it's unique to the U.S. It isn't around food. Right? I mean,
Mm.
so if you think about
Well,
Fourth of July,
food brings
food.
everyone together. Yeah.
Labor Day, food. Memorial Day, food. I mean, you have
But
Easter,
this
food.
is
I mean,
where
so it
everyone
keeps.
needs to split up who brings what.
I agree. I think the joy of being together shouldn't be overshadowed by a family's desire to have their own event. I think the more important part is being together with everybody. And honestly, two families blending through, let's say, a marriage is a wonderful way to start celebrating the differences between different people and bringing them together.
What
You
a
don't
better
have to.
way to do it than with food? Because
Well,
food can put
food
a smile on your face, make the belly warm, and everyone just.
and I think that's what creates, I think, the magic of having the holiday. I think unfortunately we do find ourselves with very split families in terms of families are not combining together,
Mhm.
and you have married couples with kids that tend to do this round that makes it a lot harder and more exhausting. So I sort of get that because everybody wants you to be with them, but they want their own thing. So
Definitely find a compromise with your partner.
the compromise to me is I love what you suggested. In the United States, you can exercise it very nicely because you can have within the same year, alternating things with families.
Especially, I mean, if you have kids and young kids at that, to be able to keep your child in a good routine with keeping everyone in a good mood.
Yeah,
What's the point of everyone rushing to one house at a certain time, dragging out an event, and at the end of the day, your kids are grumpy or people are grumpy because it's so stressful?
yeah.
Because it defeats the purpose of the actual, holiday,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, Christmas.
So
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 definitely don't overdo it.
don't overdo it. Believe in the spirit of Christmas and understand the joys are in each of those memories that are created, and treasure them. Treasure them all.
So, Elf is the worst Christmas movie ever.
Oh,
Okay, I've never watched it.
okay,
I've seen teasers, trailers, clips.
okay.
I would
Well,
have to agree. I'm sorry.
okay.
And the Elf on the Shelf thing. Oh my gosh,
So that
I can't do it.
yeah, that was a. I want to say it was a fad, but I still think it might still be around.
Oh, it is still
Still
around.
around, yeah.
Yeah, there's even
Uh,
clothes being made for Elf on the Shelf.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think somebody wants a new take on Christmas. Elf the movie, you've got to like that type of movie. I think
Hmm.
more than
It's
anything
a
else.
very, and I've told Omar before, it's like a very silly funny. And
Yeah,
you either really like very silly funny or, and when I say silly funny, it's very over exaggerated and cheesy annoying in a way, just because
I
it's like,
well, Savannah and I don't really care for those movies, but I mean,
no.
they definitely have their audience. You'll notice
It,
that if we had the highest grossing movie for Christmas, it is not.
don't give away our previous podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
If you are interested in what the highest grossing movie
Okay,
is,
I'll rephrase. The highest grossing movie is not Elf.
there we
so,
go.
so
We
just
covered that in a wonderful The Christmas You Did Not Know
yeah. So
in a previous episode. So go
I
and
think
watch it.
yeah, go watch that one for a little bit more about it. But at the same time, it isn't there. It would be like turning around saying, "I want to see what was actually a horrible Christmas movie." Um,
It will come to you
it'll
as
come
we
to
move to
me.
the next one.
Yeah, it is. It'll come to me. But yes, I think there's. It'll hit it. But yes, there are some terrible ones like horror Christmas movies.
So, Christmas is the worst part of the year. Many people are mean and rude, trying to find gifts. Others are so stressed because they don't have the finances to do Christmas in the way the commercial world has told us it's supposed to be. I hate Christmas, but try to participate because my family loves it.
I would definitely have to challenge this opinion, and
This goes back to if you make it too stressful and you make it about the gifts and you make it about, traveling such a far distance that is making everyone uncomfortable, then you've lost the touch of Christmas and what it's
you,
about.
I would 100% agree. The beauty of Christmas is sharing those memories with those that you love, whether that's your immediate family, your extended family, your friends, the person that you want to be with. It doesn't, those all are what create the magic. And it's not about the commercialization. And I would say to whoever had this opinion, although I understand the opinion, but we all make a choice.
Mhm.
And I will always choose beautiful memories and sharing that time in spite of the bombardment of Black Friday to all these events that are out there, and then this big pressure that's created for either Christmas parties or everything else. You are your own ship,
Mhm.
and those people that
If you
are
steer it in
on
that direction, that's going to
you,
be the outcome.
and if you steer it in the direction of where it means the most, instead of like the deluge of gifts or the latest fad for kids that they want to have, whatever it might be, you'll lose. You'll lose what Christmas really means, and you're not really sharing the holiday, even with your kids, in the way that it was intended to. It was intended to celebrate the beauty of life, and you have your faith with it. You have the ability for yourself to be with your family, to share more of that love, to create those memories. You want to make it tough on yourself? Add the commercialization, add the memories, add putting out cards, add putting out,
Keep in
everything
mind,
else.
though, your kids are looking at you as to how you present or represent Christmas.
Yeah.
If you show Christmas as it's about waking up in the morning and opening gifts
And lots of gifts and more
and
for
lots
me.
of gifts, more gifts than this year and than the previous year and things like that, then your kids are going to grow up expecting nothing less but that.
Yeah.
And that unfortunately it is your own monster that you've made in the making because you did not truly show them what Christmas is really about. You can't blame the child for that. As
So
a parent, I think that
it's
you
true.
need to show them that it's about memories. It's about let's pull out a board game or a card game. Let's laugh together. Let's, talk about the funny things that the year held. But it really is just about family and memories.
We have to treasure it. I mean, because we will not get that time back.
No.
And Christmas is a beautiful time to treasure it. It's not the only time, obviously. If you really believe in enjoying just life in general, I think it's important for you to really understand that. The other thing that I will say that Savannah and I have talked about, but implementing it's going to be a little bit as the kids get older, it's the idea of not receiving but giving.
Mm.
And so Savannah and I share beautiful receiving and giving back and forth. Um, Obviously, children are more in the receiving end. So we would love to have our kids understand the giving end. Uh, Christmas has a lot of pressures that come with it. Christmas has people who can be depressed, and they're depressed about it for a reason because they're so overwhelmed by the commercialization of this ideal Christmas that's supposed to be out there.
Yeah,
Uh,
and they're upset because they have less than someone
and they have
else
less than
or
someone else.
the supposed what you should have.
So to me, the future with our kids is very much, and I'll sort of tell you, go back to the Christmas you never knew. It's the definition of where did the cookies and milk come from, for Santa. And if you look at that, where that came from, the origins of that were about giving,
Mm.
and they were about sharing. And it wasn't about necessarily those less fortunate, but it was always remembering. And I have to say, no matter where you are in life, um, there's always going to be somebody who has more and somebody who has less. And the things don't make you happy.
No,
But the difference you can make in someone's life that is less fortunate in the sense that you're able to give,
they
when
will hold that with
they
them
will hold
forever
not what you gave them, but the memory of you
and how it
doing it
made them
and
feel.
how it made them feel.
Hmm.
So Christmas is about how you can choose to make someone else feel and how they can be appreciated, even if they don't know you. And so that's something that we want to teach our kids. And I think it's something that Savannah and I share. Now, there's the overwhelming part about little kids and trying to figure out what to do. But as they get of age where they start understanding that, that's going to be the magic of Christmas that we will be able to share. So I hope everyone else can too.
And we will end with our personal hot take
Okay.
on Christmas.
Are we picking from the list of hot takes we
No, no,
got?
no. Just what you feel about Christmas that you feel strongly about. That's all. So
Okay.
I feel strongly
Mhm.
with Christmas and probably every other holiday in general. Sleep in. Why? Why do you want to wake up so early, get the day rushed and started? Because the day is not going anywhere. As a child, you remember waking up on Christmas morning and wanting to, you feel too
Yeah.
excited, you can't wait for the day. It's like, just slow down.
This
Just slow down.
this is an amazing plan, except for we have 2 little
Yes, we have
kids
two small kids and
that may
sleeping
have a
doesn't really
different plan.
happen. Yes.
So
Sleep in as much as you can. But I honestly feel like why rush to start the day early? The day is there. An extra hour or two of sleep is not going to do you any harm. That for me is an important one. I feel
yeah.
strongly about that.
I think for me, it's something we've already touched upon. My hot take for Christmas is let's all make an effort to be less commercial about it and throw that out. We do not have to follow sales for Christmas occurring in August,
Mm.
and trying to set things up or having better decorations than your neighbors or whatever it would be that
It's
you have.
crazy that decorations for
And
Christmas start showing up
I
in August.
I think my controversial take is we should go back to what Christmas is already about. And it's been about for centuries. And we've just taken it to a level that is really being induced and we're following. I mean, this is us. So here's your hot take. Don't be a follower to the commercialization of Christmas. Find your own path and make it about the spirit of the holiday. So I that's my recommendation. It'll be every year, always the same. Those memories, there's nothing going to be more precious than to treasure those with the people that you love.
So, everyone, we wish you a happy, happy, Merry Christmas. And we hope that we somehow enlightened your day, if not, gave you great ideas to try eggnog or,
And brightened up your spirits a little bit
of
because the
course,
season is about that.
and spread it around. Spread the love, spread the good positive energy that you're supposed to have this time of the year and every other day of the year, not just this day.
Okay. And I'll leave you with one last thing. Smile. When you smile, you light up the world. And sometimes that's all it takes for somebody to see a smile, even if it's not anybody you know.
Mhm.
Once you have that, you know what? Your day's going to be better. So make that your Christmas wish. Another smile for somebody.
Thank you, everyone. Ho, ho, ho. Until next time.
Until next time, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.